Wait, did you already hit record?
I did.
Sounds like it.
Yes.
Uh, we are recording. Hey,
Yes.
welcome to the WKN podcast where we're exhausted, extremely. We've got so much stuff going on. It's unbelievable that we have time to even
We
eat.
don't. We don't have time for anything. I just went to sleep.
Correct. But quick host check.
Sylvia.
Stacy. Sylvia, Stacy.
I'm Thomas, and our special guest is
Oh, hey, David Figg.
David
Okay.
Figg.
Yeah.
Hey.
The infinite.
Dustin's in the
Welcome,
garage.
David. Yes,
Yeah,
the
thanks for having
infamous
me.
David Figg, the spokesperson of Cross Jeep in Louisville, Kentucky,
Yes.
because he is like the face of Cross. I think he actually owns it. He just don't tell nobody.
You just don't tell nobody. I know.
No. I mean, I do get my face on stuff, so there is that.
See,
I mean, that's-
see, right there. See,
Yeah.
the face. Awesome. Thanks for coming on and joining us in this festivities of madness that we call White Knuckle Nation Off Road.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to keep this somewhat relatively short.
Okay.
Or, well, try to keep this somewhat relatively short because we have so much stuff going on that Dustin's looking over Sylvia because if y'all notice,
He's not here.
he's not here. So Sylvia had to put Dustin's welding picture on.
Yeah.
That's
I miss
fine.
him already.
Yeah.
I have nobody to fight with.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Hang on.
That's
I
good.
got
So we'll
one
be
for you
short.
then.
No. And David said, I'm out.
Yeah.
I was just gonna match your energy.
Oh, there we go. Love it.
Too funny. Too funny.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But yeah,
She's gonna want one.
yeah, I know, right? She will. What are you talking about? It's already on order. Dustin's not here to escape her from buying
I
stuff.
got put on a budget. I can't order anything. My husband's rude.
Your
Nope.
budget is sitting in your front yard.
I know. No, it's
Yeah.
taking up the entire driveway.
Take-
Right now my front yard looks like a used car dealership between that and Woosley's 22 or 24-foot car trailer. I don't have a big enough driveway for all that.
No, you really don't.
And it's
But
all
you
going to be here
managed-
till Friday.
You managed
It'll
to
be
make
fine.
it work. But yeah, so we're getting ready for our Hot Pride trip to far west northern Alabama.
Ooh.
Is where it's going to be. We're headed out on. Stacy and I will be headed out Friday as soon as we get off work, or as soon as I get off work, because she'll be off before me. Y'all are going to be leaving when, Dustin
In the
or
morning.
Sylvia?
We plan on leaving early Friday morning, but it just kind of depends we have some work to do on some of the stuff. So just depending on how long all that takes. Like
Yeah.
I know I have to build a ramp or something to get over
Just-
these fenders. Or
No, yeah,
Well,
true. Yeah, the fenders.
yeah, they're not my fenders, or I would absolutely do that.
Yeah. And David, I know if you're
Yeah.
not busy, you're more than welcome to come join us.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. What day is that?
Friday,
This
Saturday,
weekend.
Sunday.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think
He's
you look a little sick.
change of plans.
I've got like a Jeep meet on Sunday, but then Saturday I gotta work. So
Cancel it. You're
Tell them
You-
that it's a work meeting and you're trying to sell Jeeps to us, maybe.
well,
I bought a Jeep from you. Stacy, did you buy a Jeep
Yeah.
from him?
She did.
Yeah, so it's customer
Mhm.
appreciation, actually.
yeah.
Tell Mr. Cross that.
What's that again?
I said
Tell
tell
Mr. Cross it's customer appreciation.
That's how I got Jeeps and Java. So that's
Well, so why are you working this coming weekend since you worked last weekend?
Yeah, I work every Saturday though, unfortunately.
I know you do.
Off days, Sundays and Wednesdays. That's what I get. So,
Yeah, that's what you get.
Saturday's a big day.
The joys of working
Yeah.
at a dealership.
Yeah, car sales.
Yeah, car sales. So speaking of Jeeps and Java,
Yep.
we just finished up the last one this year for the
Yep.
year. It was
Mhm.
it was a decent turnout. It wasn't as big as the one in September, but there's a
Yeah.
big in September, but there was a big
There's a lot of stuff
events
going on.
Or no, you skipped September and we did July, right? Was there one in
August.
September? Oh no, August.
Yeah. So
August,
we
skip September and then for October. But
Yeah.
August
there was
was
a
big.
bunch of events going on. Of course, Trail Hero out in
Yeah.
San Hollow, Moab area was booming this week.
Hmm.
Um, and
Yeah, the
then and there was a
parades.
couple of parades in the
The car
local
show.
area and car shows going on as well.
Yeah. When we set up the date, those kind of developed, and I was like, all right. And then totally forgot about Trail Hero, so I was like, all right, most of my vendors are going to go out that way anyway. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right, let's just focus more like with what this is really about. And then we like Loaves and Fishes was the charity. Joe Cross, the owner, along with Chris Madison. So they help out Loaves and Fishes like every year. So like they take some of the staff and we'll go there and like actually give out meals. So I
Oh,
figured there's a good way to like tie that together.
oh,
Um,
perfect.
so that way we have Curtis is the guy that runs Loaves and Fishes. So he was there at Jeeps and Java. We were selling, doing like the t-shirts. It's like $25 for donation. Um, the decals were all free, but then we had the raffle, which was a big hit. We ended up raising $2,400
Oh,
just in
wow.
like cash versus not just like because we had also the PayPal account. So I'm waiting on his their treasurer to give me a total for that, but I'm shooting for over three. So that was really cool.
I mean, just that short of with not as big of a turnout as you've had,
Hmm.
that's that's a big chunk of change for just what 3 hours?
Yeah, and it's well, yeah, it's like 2.5 hours long. But we had pre-sales on tickets and shirts too. So there we had like kind of a week-long period leading up to that,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool. So I was like, let's help them out best we can. Like you didn't have to be present to be in the raffle, but so Rich Boyer won
Hmm.
the raffle though, so he got the 5 Mickey Thompson tires. I think he's gonna do 37s.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's gonna do an AT or an MT, but
I
yeah.
think I think they said that they were doing ATs because they're going to put them on Nikki's
Okay.
Jeep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Right on.
I think that's what I'd heard them say that they were
Mhm.
doing ATs for her.
Yeah, but we had
Um,
about 80-ish people this time. The last one, without all the events going on, we had
yeah,
about over 150. So it's a pretty big number for that. I
Yeah.
think we can get up to 200. Once we hit 200, we're gonna have to like move upward in
yeah,
the upper lots because we got like the barn wood area, the lower lot, then the side lot. Once that gets all full, that's about 200. Then we'd have to go back up towards where originally started, was just like, a couple lines in the dealership. That was
yeah,
that was like 3 or 4 years ago. That's how it
yeah. It
started.
was, yeah. It
Yeah.
was a
And then
couple
we
of,
just,
yeah, 2 or 3 years. So Stacy and I've been doing club stuff for
3 years.
3 years now, and so one
mhm.
of the first big ones, the first few that we went to, it was up on
Up at the
top.
top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
where parking was,
Hmm.
Like
and
right
then
in
y'all
front
started
of the,
slowly filtering down towards the bottom.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to, it's just a bigger area. Plus, it's grass, stays cooler, you know, so
well,
it
plus
worked out better for everybody.
people that are driving by see it. So I feel like
Yeah,
if you don't
Yeah.
know what's going on, if it's at the top, you don't know what's going on. But people, um, some man at Menards the other day stopped and was like, "Oh, I drove by I drove by a Cross Jeep and saw you out there on Saturday."
Yeah.
I'm like, wasn't me. I was working, but
your Jeep
but
was
I was
there
like,
though.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
that's what he's like.
Yeah.
I saw that Jeep. Like, yeah,
Appreciate you guys coming out and doing all that,
yeah,
helping us out.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Anytime we're more than happy to come hang out, help out, and whatever you need, let us
yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Especially for next year. I know you're planning a lot of big stuff for next year for Jeeps and
Yep.
Java. So any help that you need, hit us up and we'll be
Yeah,
more than willing to help out.
would they let us bring a flex ramp, or is that like weird on
That was my first thought when I started it. And it's a liability issue, is what
even
they
if they
told
sign
me.
waivers?
Well, I mean, we signed waivers to go on the test track, so I'm kind of pushing to get a flex ramp there.
Yeah, we have
Um,
waivers. So
Because
we
we
would just
have
put
our
it.
own
yeah.
waivers.
So
Yeah, we
like I
make
even
people
have
follow
a
rules.
we got a newer sales manager, Jeff, who's been actually in the Jeep game for a while. He's a big part. Like he goes up to Moab a lot. Um, so he was talking about too. I was like, I've tried, but eventually, hopefully, we can like talk them into it and get a flex ramp out there. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Another feather in the cap for Jeeps and Java, but we do have to
Yeah.
test track and then you know.
You might
Yeah.
get some more like crawlers and stuff out there, you know, like even.
Yeah. So that I think that and track maintenance, we got to get some of those logs replaced.
Yeah.
Because like you're hitting those pretty hard now. And so like there's some are just like not even there. It's pretty much mulch. So, but they'll eventually, I think we'll get them probably replaced and pretty soon though.
Yeah.
Especially
And
since you guys are one of the dealerships that actually does like modifications.
Yes. Yeah,
So
we're full service. Like if you want a Hellcat swap, we can do it.
yeah,
392 long arm kit on a Gladiator with
love it.
40s, 42s. You
Yep.
want
that was going to be
need
the
a
next segue. Straight
Oh,
into talking
sorry,
about
sorry,
cross. Perfect.
sorry.
But yeah,
No,
axle
it's perfect.
swaps, everything, re-gears, everything.
Yeah, it's one of the only really full would be classified as like a full service
Yes.
Dealership.
dealership,
Yep.
and all the stuff's warranted and everything. Right?
We actually have machines to balance your 40s and 42s.
Yeah.
So
You had to do mine. Yep.
yeah. So we can
Help
road
me.
force balance them.
And
So
you can do
they're
40, you can
basically
do
a
42s
one-shot.
now? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
I'm pretty sure the road force balancer. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because when we put the 42s on mine for Owensboro last year, um, Luke didn't have an issue putting them on. It was getting them off to put my 37s back on at the time. He
Oh.
had to actually fabricate something on their tire machine so that he could actually take them off.
Oh, yeah. If you get like too big, I would just start using tire spoons. You ever
Yeah.
seen those? And
Hmm.
just kind of doing that, and then like but you have bead locks or just a protection ring?
Those were just on the regular
Oh,
fuel.
Rim.
Those were on those fuels,
fuels.
the
Okay.
regular rims.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
because
before I
like
got my bead locks.
okay, all right, yeah, because bead locks you can kind of just take it off and
Yeah, bead locks are easy to do. Yeah.
yeah.
It's just putting them on a regular rim. He had an issue. He had to do something to their machine to take them off. He had to kind
Okay.
of fabricate something to make it easier to take them off because he was
Okay.
having issues
Cool.
because it wasn't opening up wide enough or something. I can't
Yeah, we got
remember exactly. I
a
mean, that was over
very
a year ago.
large. It's a Hunter that makes it, but it's a very large machine that does like a bunch of stuff, not just balance or mount it. And then we actually have the road force balancer as well next to it. It's like a whole area, like takes up the whole corner of the shop.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, if you want to go buy any regular sport, Rubicon, Mojave for the Gladiators, whatever, and you want to drop a 392 and do a suspension lift, you can do it all one stop shop right there across.
Yep, we can do it.
So that's awesome. That's awesome. And then you just recently come up with your own Jeep of Honor badge.
Yeah, so we wanted to give something out to the people that were like new to the test track and stuff like that. So we created a Cross Jeep badge of honor. It looks just like the badge of honors that you get. And it's got Louisville, Kentucky on it with the state and then a little loop for the track. Just
I'll
something
post a
kind of
screenshot of what the badge looks like.
okay, cool. Yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, it's just another way to like, another cool thing that we do and just pay respect to the whole Jeep community. So it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it was pretty neat. It was pretty awesome.
Mhm.
So, any upcoming news on Jeeps for 2026 and rolling into 27? Because I know 26s are starting to come out towards the end of this year,
Yep.
and then of course start planning for 27s. Is there any kind of behind the scenes stuff that some of us may not already know about that you can
You
disclose?
that you might not already know. So you know how you give the door
Well, not
assist?
necessarily
I
us
know
in
nothing.
specific, but
Okay.
our audience,
Audience.
our in Dustin's case, our seven people that watch.
Okay. Fair enough.
I can count them
But like
all.
your door assist, you know how you have that T30 bolt that where you have to disconnect it for the door assist. Now they're gonna make that a quick release. So
Yeah,
now it's just gonna be a
if you want
pin
to, go ahead.
with a clevis that you can pull up and just pull it out, so you don't have to sit there and unbolt it anymore.
Can we
That's
order
awesome.
those? Can we order those for like our JLs? Will
I
the
would think
26?
so, but I would have to like physically see it. I've seen photos, so it is legit. That is a real thing. It is coming. But as far as backwards compatible from 25 and back, I would hope so because that's a huge little segment there that they could
Yeah.
sell a lot more.
Yeah.
or retrofit it to make it work. But the length of it to where it mounts at looks about the same. It's just got a big collar, so I maybe have to like add a bushing, maybe.
Okay.
Not sure. So, but it is a pretty cool little feature. But that's like one of the newer things.
Yeah, that's something
Um,
we could probably get one and then just play around with it to see what we need to
Mhm.
do to it to make it work.
yeah, I know Jason messaged me about it, and he sent me like a digital image of it, and I sent him like a live photo
Yeah.
that we got in our thread at work, and I was like, "Well, here's what it looks like in the wild." So like, it's a legit thing. It's on a Gladiator. So I was like, "All right, that's proof. That's confirmation
Yeah.
that we're gonna get see that."
Yeah.
So I think I posted that on my Facebook page. That's out there. But as far as what else is new? 26, there's talks, or I've seen some people try to say there's confirmed about a Moab, is it a Moab 392? So previous years, there was a Moab edition that you could get, still bumpers, but it was going to be based off the Sahara, not the Rubicon.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure what platform they're going to go with on that. Um, and then I think I sent Sylvia a message a couple months back about the actual color of Goldilocks actually coming
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's legit. That's
Yeah.
actually happening. So Goldilocks is happening.
There's gonna be a bunch
Um,
of damn Goldilocks out there now.
yeah,
Dang it, Sylvia, you're gonna have to probably
yeah.
change some stuff up now.
It's fine.
So like that color is coming.
Yeah.
If you guys want, I could probably flip this screen around. This is what everybody like Durbo Creed and all those guys, the screens that they share with the dealership that they work with. This is what they see, but I'll show you guys. And you can just ask questions as we go down the line here, and I can show you. So this is the screen that every dealer sees when we order a vehicle. So like if I can go here, click on Jeep, right? Go here to go to 2026. Click down. You can order currently available to order. You can do a 4-door Wrangler, 2-door Wagoneer, standard wheelbase, or the long wheelbase, Gladiator, Compass, and Cherokee. Now, right now, just for the conversation here, we can just do like a sport or just like the Wrangler, but then you got Rubicon. And then you're going to have these right over here, just going to indicate if you're going to do a V6 or if you're going to do a 2.0 turbo, but they're all going to be automatic. Okay. So right over here, that's your transmission. And then let's just go balling with it, right? And just say like, all right, we're going to do 24Y, which is a Rubicon X with a V6 automatic. Hit
Mhm.
configure. And then this is actually all the available options here.
Oh
So
wow.
these are going to be like, so this is your standard features, but you got to select for color. Now here it automatically makes me apply for like all weather mats and stuff for some things. But this is your color options for 26. So you got 41, which we know about, anvil black, bright white, firecracker red, granite crystal, hydro blue, mojito, but then rain made a comeback. So right here, so rain is on the way back,
The
and you can
purple rain.
actually, yep.
I love that.
So,
That one. Yeah.
and what's new for 26 as well is that it's actually going to be available on the Gladiator, not just Wrangler.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to happen. So just for the, let's go ahead and say rain. We'll add a color option.
Well, I
And
mean,
then,
the Tuscadero Gladiators did really, really well. So I bet the
yes.
purple rains will do really, really well too. Stacey,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure don't you need a 26 rain for
That's
your
what I
blue
just said.
for your blue stitch decals? That would look
I
so good against the
know. It
purple.
would look really good.
Come on, Thomas. Don't be
Yeah,
a
I don't, yeah.
party pooper.
Let's see here. But available options, they started adding like service plan options here. But it's just the same stuff that we were able to use to order, like your door sill guards. You can do plastic or stainless steel, your all weather mats and all that stuff. But when you get down here, you can do the upgraded rock slides, the HD with the step. Nothing too crazy. This is going to be like a Rubicon X, like I said, but you can order a worn winch from factory.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
So you can do that. You can do your hinge gate reinforcement. You can also do your air compressor that's built into the rear tailgate.
Oh,
Uh,
tailgate.
yeah, so you've got that option, and let me see if it'll give me a view digital image
So
here.
are they kind of actually going back to where making Jeeps like wheeling? You know what I mean? Like
Making
Oh
instead
yeah,
of,
Jeeps.
it's a true enthusiast thing to where
that's
like
awesome.
yeah. So we're
Yeah,
getting back to that.
that's so
There's a
awesome.
new CEO. He's been doing what we've all been wanting to do.
Yeah.
So that's good. The V8's not going anywhere. So the final edition was not the final edition.
Hmm.
It
Well, it
is
was
here
the final
today.
edition at the time. At
Yeah.
the
It
time of the
was.
final edition.
And then there was a new guy. So he was like, no. And then it is true. We are doing V8s in Gladiator. Now, 392, yeah, but I do not know if we're going to see a 5.7. That would
I
be
know that's a
cool.
big rumor right now.
Yeah, I mean it's a big. I know America's Most Wanted, which does the 5.7 Hemi swap with the bob beds and things like that. But you can do like I think it's gonna be option just to 392 as of now. But as far as the 5.7, I haven't heard anything. But everything else is legit. Um,
Did I hear that you can get a bob bed from the dealer now, or did I make that up in my head?
as far as I know, that's through like Moto Belt.
Mhm.
And there's another aftermarket company that does it, not from Jeep.
Okay.
But that would be super cool. Um,
Right?
I will say that. So, but that's just going to be like on your Wrangler side of things. I know, Carbon's Gladiator, so we can kind of look at it at a Gladiator option and see what they're going to say about that. Because I kind of tooled through this today because I was like, "Where's the Goldilocks and where's the Moab and things like that." Didn't see it. So, but let's just do Rubicon Gladiator 26, right?
Oh, well, the
Um,
carbon edition.
Oh, yeah, right. And then you got the standard Rubicon Mojave, things like that. Let's just go with Rubicon X is like the one with the painted fenders with all the options, things like that. Your color palette, let's apply that. So this is going to be your color palette for the Gladiator. So 41 Anvil, black, bright white, granite crystal, hydro blue, mojito, and there's your purple rain. So
What's 41? Why do you keep saying 41? What color is that?
41 is a color in Jeep. So obviously with Jeep being established 1941,
Okay.
they paid a homage to that with the military. So it's kind of like a OD green.
Okay.
So like with because they had Gator, if you guys remember that,
Yep.
it's very similar to Gator. So that is an option. It's darker than Dune, lighter than Gator. It's kind of like a weird in the middle with a more hint of green into it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Um,
I like that.
yeah, it's a pretty cool color. Um, but that's what was it? That's the new 41. I'm sure there's tons of we have some on the lot right now. If you want to post a picture later or something, or I could text you one. Um, but looks like we just
Yeah.
got body graphics, things like that. Looks like you can go to a bigger tire.
You can
Um,
upgrade to a 35.
so LT2 8570R17. That is going to be the available
I
sizes.
think that's the 33. I think that's the 33.
Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
XRs came with 35s.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what.
there hasn't been an extreme recon version of the Gladiator
No.
though. That was solely for Wrangler.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't know if they were going to bump up to a 35 for this year.
maybe. They're always coming out with new editions and switching everything up, but they're all going to be based off of a trim level.
But
Um,
if you buy your Jeep at Cross, they can bump you up to a 35.
That's right.
They
yes, we
can
can. Yes, we
before
can.
you even leave.
But the only thing really here that looks pretty straightforward, then you just got like added service plans. But if there's any kind of miss or whatever, this is factual. This is what we see.
Yeah.
This is what we look at every day. Um, so that's what we know. This is like what we can actually physically do. So I know there's a lot of rumors about what's coming, but this is what legit
As of
what
right
we
now
can
for
really do.
2026, looking at the actual screen, that's all we can
Yeah,
do.
yeah. So
Do
there
they ever do
is.
anything like mid-year, make some adjustments and changes?
Oh yeah, all the time. It's you really have to like keep up to date with it. You're constantly looking because there's stuff that comes out all the time. But especially with every model year, that's when the major stuff happens. So that's when you have to start paying attention in like October, November. That's when you say, okay, this is actually happening versus concept.
Yeah.
So you'll see that kind of pick up in September, but really they actually start physically landing late September, October, November. That's when all the stuff, and that's when all.
You start seeing the actual options
Yeah, it's like
and
all
stuff
right,
that
that
they're
was
adding
legit.
this
This
year.
was that. This was this the other. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I know I've been hearing that for the Gladiator, rumor was basically for 26 the 392, and then 27 the 57.
Okay,
That's
I
that's
haven't heard
that's the
that
rumor
yet.
that I've been hearing.
Okay. But yeah, for as far as I know, what the CEO was saying, the 392 is here to stay. 392 is going to stick with the Wrangler. It is going to be for the Gladiator, but ideally, I would like to see a 5.7. Just
57 would be perfect as
yeah,
a base for the Gladiator.
yeah, and
That
then
realistically, when they came out with the Gladiator, that should have been the motor of choice, and straight out the gate.
mhm.
Besides going with a different tail light, than the Wrangler tail light, but
Yeah,
that's just trying to make it as close to resemble a Wrangler as possible with the truck bed.
yeah,
But yeah, with the Gladiator, it does fall in the mid-size category, but it is on the high end of a mid-size as to like if it was a 1500. It's really close to a 1500 size,
hmm,
but it still falls in that mid-size category. It's the heaviest and the longest wheelbase out of all the mid-size trucks. And a lot of your mid-size trucks have, even though they have V6s, they do have a higher output horsepower and torque than what the current V6 for the
hmm.
Gladiator has for the current
So
V6.
for the Gladiator, we are going to have though the actual highest tow capacity.
Yep,
So with max tow, you're going to get 7,650 pounds of tow
yep,
capacity, which is best in class. So our direct
it is.
competitors are going to be like your Toyota Tacomas, Ford Rangers, Chevy Colorados.
Yep,
So that's the market segment for that one. Um, but our full size, since it is Mopar, we would just go to Ram on that side of things,
yeah,
being that full size. But in the Jeep world, it is Gladiator for mid-size truck. But it outperforms them as far as towing.
it does.
Does well, and then obviously having a solid front axle versus IFS.
It is an
That's a
off-road
huge,
beast.
yeah. It's going to be your benefit right there. I know we did our last meet and greet ride at Interlake, and a guy messaged me to bring his new Bronco, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, there's no problem. Just let you know, there's going to be some inclines and declines that you might not have to like, or might not make it. We might have to winch you up and whatever."
Yeah,
He's like, "Okay, I'm cool with that. All right." And then we actually got into it because we made about 3 passes for 3 different loops within 3 different groups. We had about 30 people.
yeah. Y'all did have a
Um,
big group. It was
yeah,
it was pretty big.
yeah.
Y'all had quite a few people show up, which
Um,
was awesome.
yeah, I felt bad for him, but he made it one loop. I think he had to get winched 2 or 3 times, and then like he kind of like, all right, I get it now. So it's having that solid front axle does make a difference, especially when it's wet and muddy. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It
So
just
name of the game is traction. That's the way when it actually hits the ground, that pushes that other wheel into the ground, right? So when you have that solid front axle, that's going to give you that better traction. IFS is just going to, do that. So it's going to be a smooth ride, but your traction's not the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's
it's
for
not because there's
Baja.
nothing pushing on the side of it.
Yep.
There's nothing pushing. Yeah.
Nope.
IFS definitely has its place, but when it comes
Yeah.
to rock crawling and I mean, if you're looking for high speed runs or something that has a
Yes.
lot of little small whoops,
Yeah.
perfect
Definitely. Yep.
because
That's where
you
you
don't
use it.
have the weight because solid front axle has a lot of weight compared to an IFS because there's nothing there.
Right.
You got control arms, shocks, and just stuff to connect it. Where solid axle, you've got a lot of extra weight there.
Yeah. So
So
especially where we live, like the geology. I mean, it's Kentucky. We got hills and mud. We got some rocks. we don't have the dunes. We're not out west. Things like that. High speed, a lot of sand, all whatever. Um, so it's more apt that we actually use a solid front axle in this area. And then mud terrains versus AT. I know everybody likes AT for the highway, but as soon as like when it gets a little damp out, that's when we see like, okay, maybe we want to do a switch. But even the MTs are getting really good nowadays. So actually the ride quality's there. So
It
I
is.
run Toyos, the mud terrain 37s. They ride great on the highway, 80 miles an hour, no problem. There's no drone. But when I actually take it off road, it legit grips and just throws it out. So
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Well, so I had gone from Nittos, but I had the Ridge Grapplers, which are
Mhm.
more of a out west tire than an out east tire, because
Mhm.
there are no real biting lugs for mud and rocks
Mhm.
as a one of the other lug style. When I went to the Mickey's, I went with the
Okay.
Baja Boss ATs in 37. I was really impressed as one, the on-road quality of them, because they are fall into the AT category. But the off-road, I was really thoroughly impressed on how well they gripped, how well they bit for it to be an all-terrain tire. Now that
Mhm.
I'm on 40s, I am running their MTs, and
Mhm.
those just even more so, the grip and the stuff that they have is just crazy.
Mhm.
But yeah, so there's definitely a big difference. I know some like your Nittos, they do have hybrid style, which do fall in that AT/MT category. Um,
Mhm.
but biggest thing is if you're wanting to do off-road, but also still have on-road quality, I choose the Mickeys over anything due to the fact that they're a three-ply sidewall, so they definitely have that strength to
Mhm.
take it off road, and you don't have to worry about getting punctured. But I'm not real familiar with like the Toyos or some of the other ones. Do you have any? I know because you like them. Uh,
Yeah.
but what's special in terms of being off-road capable as well as on-road that you set aside to go with those? Because
So
I'm not
they
really,
come.
I am biased towards the Mickeys, but I still there's others out there that one are either a little bit more affordable, but still have the capability depending on what you want to do. If you're more on road and you still want to occasionally take it off road, or you
Mhm.
want to be more off road but occasionally take it on road.
Your top three are going to be the Mickey Thompsons, the Toyos, and Nittos. Um, Nitto has a lot of different. You get the Terra Grappler, Ridge Grappler, and stuff like that. And you even have like with a Toyo, you got MT, AT, but you also got the RT. That's going to be like your radial, like road ready kind of tire, but you can still kind of off road it. But as soon as you hit something, mud, you're kind of like toast. Um, I have seen them do the RT do pretty decent off road. But as soon as it gets a little bit of mud, that's kind of where they kind of fall short.
Mhm.
Your mud terrains are a softer compound, so they will wear quicker. But the Toyos do come with a 24, 32 seconds tread depth. So it's a pretty,
That's the
pretty deep tread, where like your Be a Goodrich KO2 is going to be about 15, 32 seconds.
mhm.
So I noticed that, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I went with the Toyo. The tread depth, the compound, and they hold like just straight from out of the box essentially. They actually have like a legit like balanced tire.
That's good.
Uh, so that's especially when you're running 37s or bigger or 35s. Those tires can actually be out of balance just being the tire itself, and they
That's one
fluctuate.
downside on the Mickeys. You
Yeah.
can get some straight out of the box and it doesn't need a whole lot of weight, but then you can get another one straight out the box
And
and
a
it
lot
needs
of weight.
all the weight.
Yeah, so Toyo is pretty consistent about as far as like adding weight and stuff like that. They seem to hold a true balance pretty well.
That's good.
But every once in a while, you do get the randoms where you do have to add a little bit more weight. But that's why I kind of went with those. Uh, the tread depth and then the balance of just how it's made is a little bit more true. But
Yeah,
that's main reasons. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, because I'm not really a big fan of the KO2s.
yeah.
Just
I
there's
used to run them like a
there's a
long
lot of
time
people.
ago.
Yeah, I mean when they first came out, they were a really good tire. They were great, but
Mhm.
I think they're kind of falling short now behind the time in a sense where
Yep,
because I know they recently did do an upgrade. I
they
think they
did.
have a KO3 out right now,
Yep, the
I believe.
KO3 and there's a KM3.
Yeah. So
Yep.
they are getting a little bit better. So I haven't really heard a whole lot about the new KO3s, but
Hmm.
and I believe the KO2s weren't necessarily true to size. They were more on the downside
Yeah,
than the high
you're
side.
like your 33 was like a 32 and some
Yeah.
change. Yeah, so yeah, but like
Yeah, your
Nittos is the
37 was
true
closer to a
size.
35 than an actual 37.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
So I think the KO3s, I think they're a little bit truer to size. But don't quote me on that because I really haven't seen a lot of information on them.
Maybe we could get a hold of our guy that sponsored the last event for Tire Hub. He would probably be the guy to interview for that for sure.
Oh yeah, talk about
Yeah,
tires. Yeah,
yeah,
there we
he's
go,
a
Sylvia.
great
We need to
guy.
get somebody to talk about tires.
Yeah, so he's
Especially if he
pretty
has like
solid. He's pretty
all of the
knowledgeable.
tires.
Yeah, if they know all the tires. You're kind of breaking in and out a little bit, Sylvia. Your mic.
I don't know why.
I think it's the same thing that happened to Dustin the other day.
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
You're fine now.
You're good now, I think. But anyway, so cool. So what's the big plan for 2026? Anything big you got planned or in the works or in the books
Well,
coming up?
before 26, we do have our last meet and greet ride of the year.
Yep.
So we are going to be doing Turkey Bay.
Oh,
So
we
that'll
definitely
be a
need to
fun
do that.
one. So actually,
We've never
people
been to
can
Turkey Bay.
really.
Stacy and I
Oh,
haven't. No.
it's a fun one. They had
I've heard it's
this
really good. We
year.
just haven't made it out there yet.
Oh, it's nice. So they just had the Jeep Jamboree, like the legit Jeep brand Jeep Jamboree out there in May, I think. But now we're gonna do a meet and greet ride out there because beginning of the year we had Interlake. Now we're over at gonna go to Turkey Bay and do that segment, but I'm not positive on a date. But for 26 after that, we're gonna do meet and greet ride at the beginning of the year as well, with like around springtime, and then we'll have four Jeeps and Java after that.
Will you do a Sunday since you're off on Sunday? Will you do like a weekend ride?
What's that?
A weekend ride since you're off on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
Is it going to be like on a Saturday or is it going to be on a
it
Sunday?
will be a Sunday. So we usually ride down the night before and pre-trip and clear all the trees and whatnot out of the way. And then we'll do it on a Sunday. It's a 3 hour drive. So we'll probably start around like 11 or so, 11 to 1 kind of era.
Okay.
Can you hear me better now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I just shut these off.
Yeah. I think the battery may be or something with the
They're
Bluetooth.
they're I don't know. Yeah, I was asking if since you worked on Saturdays, because keep in mind that Stacy and I work every other weekend. So
Oh.
Come November, Stacy works every weekend but one.
Unless
So.
I think you're
well,
feeling a
our
little
two and our
flush.
two off weekend our two off weekends are already
For November.
we're at Winrock and but if you happen to do December.
Who?
Well, you're off on Sunday, so you're good.
Oh, I'm off on Sundays, but you're not.
Yeah.
I can do any Sunday. Unless I'm
Vacation day.
already
So it'll be on a Sunday since he's working Saturday.
Yeah.
So y'all be going down on Saturday.
And Stacy will be meeting us on Sunday.
There you go.
bring the camper.
Yeah. Pack a lunch. I would say that. Definitely pack a
Yes.
lunch.
Oh, we always do. We always pack a lunch. So awesome. So I think that was pretty much it really on our notes. We got our Hot Pride trip. Thank you, Brian, for getting that all set up for us. We'll be leaving on Friday afternoon or Friday evening when because this airs on Friday morning. We'll be going live then, and then we got that's Oh yeah, Stacy and I are going on a cruise
The next weekend.
the weekend after.
I've never been on a cruise. Is that? Oh,
Be our
everybody always
first.
talks
That'll be
about
our
it.
first one. So we'll let you
Okay,
know
all
when we
right,
get back.
all right.
We'll
My
let you know
neighbors
when we
talk
get back.
about it, and I'm like, I don't know. That creeps me, or not creeps me out, but like freaks me out. Like with like that many people on a boat. I don't know.
We're going on a smaller, like it's not. They haven't even sold all the rooms on the one we're going on.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's
But the one we're going on a celebrity cruise is the name of the cruise line. And it's more geared towards adults
Okay,
than
cool.
kids. They do have some of the videos that we saw on it. They do have like day camps set up for from all ages, from toddler all the way up to high school age.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
so they have it geared towards those specific age groups. So it's almost like a day camp that they have set up for the kids, so that the parents can go run off and do adulting stuff, and the kids can go have fun doing kid stuff.
Oh, right
And
on.
then but our kids are older and they're not coming with us, so it don't matter.
Fair
Um,
enough.
but we don't have to listen to a bunch of screaming kids on a
Right.
cruise ship per se.
Yeah. Just wear your
Yeah.
headphones. You know, right?
Yeah, because we depart on Monday and then we come back that Sunday morning, that following Sunday morning.
Okay.
So, but yeah, we'll let you know how everything goes.
Cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, my
Sylvia's
neighbor does cruises all the time. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
Sylvia
know.
won't do a cruise.
No,
No more. I did one
No
before.
more.
Thank you.
I think there was like a
Plus,
documentary on Netflix about.
the poop cruise.
Yeah, that's what did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, nah, freak
And
me
the
out.
roll cruise is kind of gross too. So, and then I saw that one and I'm like, because, Stacey and Tom, they're like,
That's it. I'm canceling.
you should just come
Sorry,
and just
sorry.
try
sorry.
again. You'll be with us. It'll be fun. I'm like, absolutely not. I love you,
I'm
but
gonna
no.
drug her and pull her
I
off the boat.
hate those.
She's
So
gonna
like,
wake up
where
in a
are you? Are
room.
you guys going to like? Is it like in Florida? Are you going to Alaska?
It's Florida. We're
Okay.
doing
Out
we're
of
doing a
Florida.
Caribbean. It's the Caribbean style cruise. So
Oh, cool.
we'll be going to Bahamas, St. George,
Mhm.
and there's 3 total stops that we're doing.
Okay.
And we did set up
It's Cozumel,
Cozumel.
I think.
Yeah, Bahamas, Cozumel, and it's one of the islands. It's like Benimi or whatever, however it's pronounced.
Bimini.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
That's going to be one of the stops. St. George is the last stop, and then we'll come back. But we only set up for um, 2 little events, I guess, excursions that you can do. The first one is literally just hanging on the beach resort
Oh, nice.
there, just relaxing. And then the second one we're doing it's on what is it?
Which one?
Oh, what did you say?
I said it's a private beach.
Yeah, a little private beach.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the second one we're stopping at is doing a Mayan tour, and it's on the beach.
Okay.
And then after the tour is done, then we can hang out right there at the beach
It's
where it's at. Yeah. So
We snorkeled when we went to the Bahamas. That was cool.
I can't get. I am not gonna get him to snorkel, or I would have done a scuba diving trip.
Can you swim? Can you swim okay?
I
I mean, you have life jacket on.
Neely cannot swim.
I can swim enough to possibly save myself, depending on how
you
far.
wear a life jacket, and you
sink.
literally just. Well, Savannah was really little when we took her. Like,
I'm not
maybe
a fan
7.
of water to begin with.
Yeah.
Stacy's a mermaid. I am not.
Okay.
So Savannah
And
was
I'm not
about
gonna
7.
snorkel. I'm gonna scuba dive.
So we went snorkeling, and Dustin did have both legs at this point, so he was not doing circles, thankfully. But Savannah just hung on to one of my legs, like one of my feet, and then I just pulled her along. No
That's
sharks,
funny.
thankfully. It was really pretty. It was really pretty and nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
The snorkeling I would do again.
The beach is about as close to a water extravaganza as
I remember
would
when we took
care
you out
to
on
be.
our boat and we got you on the hot dog.
She didn't get me on the hot dog.
And then you got thrown off. That was so funny.
Yeah. Well, I used to water ski
Yeah.
years ago. Years ago. And I did try it for a little bit, but I got too tired too quick. And then you threw me on the hot dog, and I was like, nope, not again. Yeah. So, yeah, when you start getting older, things don't,
Heal the way they should.
no, you don't, it, you barely fall and it hurts and you're bruised for a month. Yeah. No, you don't bounce
I'm
back like you
hurting
used
from a
to.
car ride. My hip and knee
Yeah.
feels like it's gonna fall off.
How are you gonna wheel on Saturday?
I don't know. I don't know.
Very carefully. Very, very carefully. Oh my goodness. So yeah, and then November we have the meet and greet ride from Hollerwood,
Okay.
and then that's the first weekend in November. We'll skip a weekend, and then the weekend before Thanksgiving, I think that's like the 22nd, 23rd weekend, something like that,
Okay.
is the Great American Crawl
And
at
Windrock.
Windrock.
Which is still free. You just have to pay for Windrock, but you guys can all go to Great American Crawl, I think .com, and they still have spots to sign up. So if people want to get in,
Yeah,
you can.
and I think it's for what? It's Friday and Saturday, right?
Yeah, Friday and
Yeah.
Saturday. So we
And
are
I
gonna
think
get.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably venture with Mickey Thompson Great American Crawl, but there's a probability that we may just venture off on our own. So
Okay.
we haven't quite figured out exactly plans and everything, uh but yeah, so the last time Stacy and I were at Windrock, we did Trail 16 that we weren't supposed to do,
Yeah.
and it took us 9 hours.
Oh, wow. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And then we had to miss this year's because because somebody had to overflex on the CTI trailer and break his wheel speed sensor.
Oh, is that now I know Sylvia busted a U joint in one of the videos. Was that then?
Yes.
He didn't
Ah.
even go, but yeah, it was that weekend. Yeah, my second U joint, and this time it obliterated the inner and outer.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
that was fun. So I switched them to Revolution what's it called? A single axle
Yeah,
something
so she got rid of the
1410.
fat completely. So it's a full solid axle on the
mhm.
passenger side instead of the stub shaft.
Okay.
But I'm having a problem. My stupid my axle seal is leaking again. So
Again?
we're trying to research. I think that I need a different type of axle seal because I think that it's tearing up my axle seal. So I think I'm gonna have to have a different type.
You
Oh,
looked
because of
at the
the
RCV?
no,
Hmm?
it's the U-joint style.
But
Okay.
it's the thing. So Dustin thinks that it's beating against it and wearing it down. Because yeah, he just
Oh,
replaced it
yeah,
last
because the
weekend.
stub shaft's completely different than
So I think he texted Patrick is calling Revolution
to
supposedly
find
he's
out
gonna.
a little more information.
I think that.
Yeah,
I wish
because
Dustin was
see,
on here. He'd be able to
because
tell you.
mine, I have the Spicer chromoly front axles, but it just uses a collar to block off the fad. But I didn't actually, so it still has the stub shaft, and there's a collar that goes from that axle shaft onto the stub shaft to lock it into place.
Mhm.
But but I didn't actually hook that up. I didn't put that on, so it's still using. I still have it set up to use the fad for right now, and then I have it ready to go if something were to mess up. That I go to actually disconnect the front axle shaft completely. But yeah, it's the fad still works on what I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool.
We're just gonna bring some extra fluid, and then since I'm hopefully trailering it down,
yeah,
um, it should be fine.
yeah, because I plan on I'll be since Dominic's coming with us, we're going to be bringing the Kia.
Is he
So
coming this weekend?
yeah,
Oh,
yep,
I didn't
he's
know that.
joining us.
He's off
Yeah.
Friday. He's off Monday too. Oh no, you guys are going back Sunday. Are y'all going back
We're
Sunday?
leaving on Sunday,
Okay.
so we're only going to wheel till probably about 2, 3 o'clock on Sunday, and then
Okay.
head home.
Yeah,
that we're staying the night.
So your November, it looks like, so the 9th and the 16th, those are both Sundays. Those are free.
The
Not the 9th, the 16th we
the
are.
9th is the Great American, is the meet and
No,
greet.
meet
Well,
and
no,
greet.
the 9th
No.
actually isn't. It's
Yeah,
just that
but
Friday, Saturday.
we'd
Okay.
still be coming from the other.
Yeah, you'd be
Yeah,
traveling.
we'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You'd be-
the
Yeah.
the
The 16th is
the
open.
2nd and the 15th, or the 2nd and the 16th.
Oh, 2nd and 16th.
Yeah, because the meet and greet ride is the 7th, 8th, and then Great American Crawl is the 21st, 22nd.
Okay. I'll get with Tyler, see if maybe the 16th, that's when we could
I was gonna
possibly
say,
do.
I'm gonna go ahead and put
Turkey
16th
Bay.
as possible. That way I don't
Yeah.
book anything else because.
Yep, I'll mark it too.
Okay, so what is it called? The possible cross meet and greet?
Yeah.
Meet and greet Turkey Bay. So it's an actual badge of honor trail.
Yep.
So anybody that comes, we're gonna take you guys I mean, I know you guys are more experienced, but for new people, just a bone stock Jeep can handle the loops that we're doing. But if you want to venture off, you totally can. So
Maybe Dustin will take the TJ.
That's
Yeah.
your name, not me.
He can trailer it and I'll drive behind.
Right here.
We'll be all confused trying to get on a cruise ship.
Stacy's over here trying to do cruise stuff. We're doing
Well, it's gotta be we gotta
pre-
do a check-in.
pre-boarding check-in stuff.
I hear you have to get the drink package before
already
you
did.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
We
the one you
did.
got to do, right?
And
Did
I don't drink.
Thomas? I said, did you get the drink? You got the drink package? Oh,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
I hope you're recording that.
So, that's why we have to do the podcast from the ship.
Are we?
I think we should on Monday.
Will you have
I got the Wi-Fi package too.
you did?
Hopefully it'll work. We'll see
There you go.
if we can actually. Yeah, but y'all are gonna have to be the ones doing the recording.
Yeah.
Because that would technically be my week, but
Yeah, it's okay. We owe you.
No.
I'm saying this and Dustin's not even here. I'm like, he'll do it. It's fine. Oh, goodness.
Try this all over again.
yeah, Stacy was trying to fill my information out under her
Passport.
passport.
It wasn't going well.
Yeah.
Where are you guys staying at Windrock and at
So
you guys
Windrock,
we're
we
all-
are staying
we're all staying at the Four Guys, right? For
for the
for
meet and greet.
the meet and
Yeah,
greet?
we're staying in one of the cabins at the meet and greet, and then Windrock, we're staying at the hotel at a Quality or something like that. It's like
Dustin
15 minutes or so from the from Windrock.
Dustin keeps checking, and today they had openings back at Windrock, so he booked us there. He took
Oh,
us
nice.
out of the other one, so now we're going to
There
be
you go.
on site again.
There you go. Perfect.
So yeah,
So-
that's
But
nice.
if you guys do Turkey Bay, there are some really good Verbos or Airbnbs on the west side of town. If you go over the bridge into Aurora, it's kind of like the older, like touristy side.
Okay.
But some really nice Airbnbs that we usually stay at. But we got all of our 4XEs kind of set up for overlanding now, so we'll probably be camping out overnight in the park.
Oh, nice.
If anybody's aware of Turkey Bay, you can actually drive down into the water of the lake, which is it's for a really cool photo. So pretty cool.
Sweet.
But there are campgrounds right around there too, right?
Yeah, but you can actually just camp in the park. As far as DNR and all that stuff, you can camp down in there.
Can you get like a motorhome down there?
There's
Or does it
people
have
that
to be
bring
four-wheeler?
campers down there, like pop-ups
Okay.
and pull-behinds. Do you want to look them out or check them out on DNR
Yeah.
or just type
I
in
ain't trying to
Turkey
get
Bay
stuck. That
No,
would suck.
it's pretty well gravel and all that stuff in
Okay.
some areas. I don't know if they have water hookups or not, but I mean, we kind of have our own stuff that we do.
Yeah, we're self-contained now.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, because we got like a portable shower, bathroom, all that stuff.
We had to for $5 billion. We're on the Thomas money plan now. We had to.
See, talk about me making the $1 million a
It better-
second. It's
it
actually
better
Dustin
be-
and Sylvia.
It better be self-contained at this point.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
eating ramen forever, and Dustin has put me on an official budget, which I don't know what that is yet, but it probably sounds terrible.
Probably.
I've never had a budget in my entire life, so I don't really know what to do with that.
Hey, I mean, if you're gonna do all the extras, right?
We could do crack or cocaine, so it's better, I guess, that we
Yeah,
do
then you got to
Jeeps.
worry
So
about that
it's
stuff. At
more expensive than cocaine
Yeah.
Jeeps, but it's fine.
least you're healthier.
That's the top.
I know, right? I have better teeth.
That's the residence, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So awesome. Well, I guess we can go ahead and start closing this out. And
Okay.
but David, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. And
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Awesome.
So everybody, this is nighttime for us, but y'all have a good morning. We'll see y'all next time.
Same
Later.
time, same place.
Later.
Catch you later.